You are now listening to the Conscious Creative Corner, the intersection of unapologetic lifestyle and creativity. Get ready to be inspired and dive into uncensored truths with tackling business and mental space with other transparent influencers and entrepreneurs. Let our conscious conversation normalize the chaos you may call life. Let's get consciously creative. Today's episode's pretty short, but the lesson is lifelong. It's all about knowing when your craft is ready for an upgrade. What do I mean by upgrade? It's simple. It's when you get that little nudge, when you get that tick, that itch that says, hey, I'm ready to start making money from this. Well, I want to talk to you about how and when you'll know that it's right. As we're moving into the new year, oftentimes people really want to start to capitalize, especially when January 2nd hits and they're like, wow, new year, new me, it's something new, a new environment. It's time for us to get that money, as some people would say. But all too often I see people rush into things and they want to make money off of their craft, but they're really not sure how to, or they're prematurely doing things out of lack. So I want to do a little exercise for my non-entrepreneurs out there. I want you to close your eyes and imagine that you're going into work, to the job that you possibly have now, and you've worked your shift. It's Friday and it's time for you to get paid. And when you see your paycheck, it's only equating to $5. Would you want to stay there? So most of you would probably say no, or most of you would probably say, well, I have a family to feed, or I have expenses and bills, so I would definitely make a ruckus about it, but I would probably stay. Now, I want you to close your eyes again, and I want you to imagine that it's the same day, and you're getting up for work, but this time you're working on your craft. You're not working at your job, and you know that your payout, you pay yourself every week, so it's a pay week for you. And you open up your PayPal or your Stripe, or some of you guys might use your QuickBooks and it automatically goes into there, or Gusto. You open it up and you see that it only equates to $5, and you're like, man, I just put in yes, this is going to be real, a 60-hour week. What happened? So would you continue? Would you continue doing it if you really only got $5 for a 60-hour week versus $5 for a 40-hour week? Now, these numbers might be a little bit, they're egregious for one, but they might be a little outlandish. But if your answer is yes, that you would definitely take the $5 for working on your craft for those 60 hours, then you, my friend, have found your passion project and it's ready to level up. I say this because as an entrepreneur, and an entrepreneur that is working within my own craft, I know that there are months sometimes, and I'm full of transparency here, months where I don't meet my revenue goals. And sometimes it's 75% below my goal for that month. But what do? I personally don't stop. I just know that it's one of the risks you take when you're ready to capitalize on your craft and your creativity. Versus sometimes people are not there yet and they really just want to keep their craft as a side hustle. There's nothing wrong with that. But just know that when it's time to really level up and to make your craft your business, you have to understand that sometimes it's going to come with its lows. You're not always going to be promised a steady paycheck as you would in a regular corporate or 9-to-5 job. So before you dive in, I want all of you guys to really assess, is it worth you going out and being a dancer? Is it worth you going out and being a musician or a producer? Is it really worth you going out and making those handmade jewelry or that clothing line that you really wanted to start? For me, the answer would always be yes, because my passion project is the one that I'm okay with getting $5 for a 60-hour week. If you cannot say yes to $5 to 60 hours, then perhaps it's time for you to wait. Now, it's not for me telling you to settle. It's just me telling you that when you found your passion project, you're completely okay with a little bit of struggle, because with passion comes struggle, but out of struggle comes greatness. Hey creatives, thanks for listening to the Conscious Creative Corner. If you like the show, be sure to rate, subscribe, and review on Apple Podcasts. It helps other creatives find ways to listen to our uncensored truths. Be sure to check me out on Instagram to let me know how you enjoyed the show. You can find me at Nearly Sia or Achieve Her Perfection. And if you're a struggling creative that's trying to find their creative niche, don't forget that you can sign up for my creative content business tips in the show notes, or you can visit achieveherperfection.com. I'll talk to you guys soon.